We're going to have your free NFL pick with in-depth analysis in just one moment for Week 1 NFL. I'm Joe Duffy, America's only Grandmaster Handicapper. Don't have a lot of sleep, but that's why we don't have a lot of losing. We are off a 6-3 Saturday with all of our picks. Of course, that was all in college football. Winning is what we do. College and NFL Wise Guy plays going back to our winning NFL preseason. We told you, of course, on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/offshore insiders, as well as all of our podcasts and articles we've written, specifically why sharp bettors love NFL preseason. The synopsis is basically there's so much uncertainty there. Uncertainty hurts the odds makers and it helps the sharp players. We're already in with the Wise Guy play on Seattle over on Thursday, our only Thursday night football play. Yesterday we had East Carolina and Oregon as Wise Guy plays, part of that 8-4 going back to the preseason. Today, the NFL specialists, we are up with 2 NFL Wise Guy plays, one side in total. We've got 4 NFL major plays. All those are sides. Sharp versus square, outlaw line, some good old-fashioned sports betting techniques that you've won with us for years, and many of us have won for decades, have been around since 1988 publicly on the score phones, handicapping and betting. Before them, a long history there. But anyway, go 6-0 in the NFL for the best handicapper ever. Joe Duffy's picks, www.offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Your free winner is to go with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens to go over the 42.5. You're going to see a much more aggressive Bengals offense this year, and new offensive coordinator Hugh Jackson has said in previous years the Bengals offense has taken what the defense gave them, but under his play calling, they're going to take what they want. We're well aware that Andy Dalton has struggled to the Ravens, but that's more than adjusted for in the total. Cincinnati did not give Dalton that absurd contract to have him hand the ball off. All indications are they're all in with Dalton, and he will become the centerpiece of the offense. Now, under new offensive coordinator Gary Kubiak, we look for the Ravens' Joe Flacco to be this year's Phillip Rivers. We're not really in love with either quarterback, but both quarterbacks are explosive. Last year, Rivers was a comeback player of the year. Flacco, kind of like Rivers, overrated, but much better than he showed last year. He will bounce back. According to Gary Kubiak's plan, Flacco will spread the ball around to Stephen Smith, Torrey Smith, Dennis Pitta, who's back and healthy, by the way, Jacoby Jones, Marlon Brown, Owen Daniels, and Kyle Jurzak. It is a loaded group of receivers, and newcomer Smith is among the best third-down receivers in the league. Cincinnati's secondary is vulnerable with Terrence Newman and Leon Hall. Both are aging. Both will struggle to keep up with Baltimore's speedy threat in Torrey Smith and more. Now, the Ravens' Ray Rice suspension does not exactly leave the Ravens empty-handed at running back. Bernard Pierce's running style is ideal for the one-cut scheme of new offensive coordinator Gary Kubiak. Pierce was likely celebrating when they hired Kubiak as their offense coordinator. He is going to have a big year. He'll certainly have a big game today with the added responsibilities. And more importantly, remember a golden rule when it comes to betting totals in both football and basketball. Guys who have been winning with us for decades, do you know? Well, yeah, actually, most of those people not here for the free picks. They're for the premium picks at offshoreinsiders.com, so I may not even be preaching to the choir. So for those of you who are about to become professional gamblers, it's much more about pace than offensive or defensive competence when it comes to beating totals. Both teams are going to be more aggressive this year in the offensive play calling. Man, in this day and age, that is a very low NFL total. Baltimore and Cincinnati to go over the total. Remember, the NFL specialist. I got that name in the early 1990s from some high-rolling clients over on our score phone days. The NFL specialist, Joe Duffy's picks. Already in with a phenomenal week so far in college football. And, of course, the Thursday night football. Wise Guy players are only play on Thursday night football. It's all offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com.